What's up, everybody? Welcome back to Curly Views for Yous. This is Curly. So Amberlynn just uploaded. We have one titled Opening Up About My Relationship with Emily, Foster Care, and the Tea on Reaction Channels. Apparently this is part 4 of her little 4-part series, 100 questions that she's picked up across the ether, whatever. So yeah, we're going to check out what she has to say. If this is your first visit, hi, welcome. I'm trying to start a YouTube channel after seeing this 10-year veteran and what she puts out. I figured, you know what? It was time to get past whatever stage fright I had and hop online. So yeah, please subscribe. That would be amazing. And yeah, let's get into it. Just FYI, I do put her at 1.5 just because I don't want her to waste any more of, brain cells on us. So
Hey guys, welcome to a new video. So this is the final part in the 4-part series where you guys have asked me 100 questions and I answered 25 in each video. So things kind of got heated, I'm not gonna lie. Part 4, who knows what's gonna happen. So as a disclaimer, I just feel like I need to say this because I don't know if you guys have seen the other 3 parts, but if you haven't, you definitely should. The reason why I'm doing this is because for the next 10 days, I am gonna be kind of busy and I'm not really gonna have time to edit, but I am gonna be filming, so don't worry about that. And I wanted to keep my promise and upload every other day for you guys. So in order to do that, sometimes I have to pre-film. So let's get into it. What is the update on the BPD therapist for?
I don't think she's at the 1.5. Okay, my bad, guys. All right, well, let's get into it. She just let us know what she's let us know in the other 3 videos, just reiterating, which is a common thread here, is we just reiterate.
So I was going to see a BPD therapist when I was in Wisconsin, but they were located in Wisconsin. And I was a dumb, wasn't thinking at the time, and I do not live in Wisconsin. I live in Oklahoma, but now I have to re-find someone. That's literally the update. Will you consider doing daily weigh-ins for YouTube again?
Amberlynn refuses to go to the doctor. That is another lie, untruth. She knew what she was doing. If she even did the whole doctor search, I could honestly believe if she just concocted that whole story.
I think I'll ever do daily weigh-ins on YouTube again, but for myself, yes. Will I give you guys weigh-ins eventually once I start semaglutide? Yes. Am I nervous? Yes. But is it going to happen? It is. I'm not sure how frequent I'm going to do these weigh-ins, but they're definitely.
These are not going to matter, just like most things in Amberlynn's life.
Going to be here. When was the last time you spoke to your brothers or dad? So I don't speak to my dad by choice. I love him dearly and that comes unconditional, but I do get updates on him because I do worry about him. But the last time I talked to him was probably like a year and a half ago. One of my brothers I messaged just like a week ago and the other one was probably like 2 weeks ago. Tommy's calling. I'll be right back. Sorry guys.
It's just too much. It's a lot. It's very sickening too. And her name is Emily, and that's like your girlfriend. And Amberlynn calls her. Amberlynn is just so interesting. She is a really interesting lady, Karina Kaboom. You are correct.
Yeah, the last time I spoke to my dad was a year and a half ago, and brothers is like week, 2 weeks. How tall are you? So I'm 5'3", and every single time I meet a subscriber, okay, I'm not gonna say every single time, see, me and Absolutes, we just like are best friends or something. A lot of the time when I meet subscribers, people are like, oh my god, like you were so much shorter than I thought you were. For some reason, a lot of people online think I'm like 5'7", 5'8". No, I say I'm 5'3", but I'm like 5'2.5". What is something you want to do on your YouTube channel that you haven't done before? So I thought of this idea because of all the fan art that you guys have been sending me like, the whole time I've been on YouTube, but then like me finally showing it.
The reason I'm laughing is because our girl and savior, oh lordy, it's Jordy, totally got in there. I'm so proud of him. He put some AI art together where he hid his name in the art. I did talk about it a couple videos back, probably 2 videos back, I think. That was great. What a great scene.
My audience was so fun that I thought of an idea. I kind of want to have like a little contest where people
And what's pretty funny is that she's not acknowledging that he did so, because he told all of us, he told all of his viewers, and she had no problem acknowledging him in her little clapback from yesterday's video or the day before. And she hasn't clapped back at him regarding the troll of the AI art. So that's pretty interesting.
competing. I'm the judge, and there will be a cash prize. So I haven't really gone into like the logistics of it all and all that, but it's an idea that I'm having, and I really think it'll be fun.
This sounds like Firefest, Amberlynn style.
Do in 2025. So I'm just putting that out there that there might be a little competition starting soon. Obviously, I will definitely keep you guys updated. You faced a lot of hate online over the years. Do you ever feel like you deserve some of it, or is there a part of you that feels completely misunderstood? I do not think I have done anything that deserves downright hatred, criticism.
Bro, she is totally delusional. She takes no personal accountability with her actions. She never admits to her wrongs in a sense of the really wrong things, the absolutely hard things, the things that she did to every relationship that she's ever had. And they're truly appalling. She definitely participates, in domestic violence. She does put her hands on people. I'm sure that whatever comes out of her mouth is probably pretty hot, in the moment when she's facing her hunger. Or you just tell her no in general. I can only imagine. And yeah, accusing someone of assault. So she really is a really bad person. She is.
Yes. Critique? Yes. Opinions? Yes. Go for it all day. But stalking? No. Harassment? No. Bullying? No. Hate? No. Do I feel misunderstood? Yes. All of the time. Because
all of that's probably in reference to folks now really getting on her about buying oh lordy it's Jordy's information. I mean, let's be real, that's a true violation. You know, I'm coming on here, you know, I don't think I truly understand what it is to be online, obviously, but I'm willing to take that chance. I think, you know, we only get one life, and I don't want to look back and be upset I didn't record my lovely voice online for everybody to hear and talk about 600-pound woman who is totally delusional. But yeah, she stepped over that line. That's disgusting.
Literally say something, do something that has one meaning and one explanation, but somehow once it's put on YouTube and everyone watches it and the reaction channels and everyone comments on it, it becomes something completely different. I'm like, what just happened?
I wish she would keep her fucking hands out of my fucking face. Look, I almost made it to 4 minutes without saying the F word.
That's like a big misunderstanding.
I can't stand her.
Misunderstood. And I know it's like a cliche thing that people say, but like I genuinely deep down don't feel like people understand me. What exactly is your foster care timeline? Because we are all so confused. So it does sound confusing because I was in foster care from the ages of 8 to 18.
How many times has she told this? I'm going to try not to curse so much. Okay. She's told this story a lot of times. I'm not an old subscriber of hers. I was only introduced to Amberlynn Reid probably like 9 months ago. The community, I love it. I think it's a great community. I'm bare bones into it. I'm just on YouTube. I follow a couple of my favorites, who are kind of my favorites before they kind of blew up. But yeah, it's been fun. It's been a fun ride. Anywho, she's told this story so many times. And again, this is her content, is that she asks herself these questions and then responds to them, and she does this repeatedly throughout her 10-year career. I mean, we have this question probably in the last 9 months. I've probably heard it, I'd say about 10 times. I'd say about 10 times in the last 9 months. That's at least once a month, because she always taps on it. It's very strange. It's very strange. She's quirky.
And you guys hear me talk a lot about, well, when I was younger, my parents, my dad, my this, my grandma. And then you guys go, but wait a minute, I thought you were in foster care. So let me explain. So I was 8 years old when I was first taken from my parents. That is when I became bored.
And by explain,
foster homes, shelters, and group homes. I was 13 years old when they made the decision, okay, we're going to give your parents a chance. It's going to be considered a trial. You're going to live with them. You're still going to be board of the state, but you're going to live with them and see how they do as parents. That lasted a year and a half. I was then taken again out of my parents' home at 15 and put back and forth, bouncing around. So from 8 to 18, I lived with my parents for a year and a half of that time. But during all this other time of when I was in foster homes, group homes, shelters, I was allowed visitation. Visitation always changed depending on my age, how my parents was doing, where I was living. Sometimes we were only able to be in like this tiny little room with supervision. Then as I got a little older, all of a sudden my dad was allowed to pick me up. My mom was allowed to pick me up. They were allowed to take me for the day, or they could take me for a couple hours. Like, it was always different. But for the most important times of my life, the first 8 years, I was in a brutal home. Brutal. And then at 8, for a decade, I never knew safe.
You know what's really weird is that the reason why I actually wanted to talk about Amberlynn Reid is because I have recognized some of these some of the some of the thoughts that she has, or some of my thoughts she's actually acted out. And there were times where I was just wanted to just say fuck it, you know, like all of us. I just wanted to say fuck it, like let's do it. I know this isn't best for me, you know. But luckily people change, people learn. Not everyone, obviously, because we have Miss Reid herself here. And one of the reasons why I would watch her is because I also had a rough start. I'm definitely an independent person, fiercely independent, because I essentially did have to raise myself and continue to, you know, grow and learn and recognize and, you know, all that jazz. Finding that therapy is a great tool. I have been in therapy for a couple years now. It wasn't until after the pandemic started and I realized that my coping mechanisms were not working for me anymore. And, you know, I wanted to try other help. And again, I'm somebody who's fiercely independent, and I, you know, usually I don't have trouble reaching out in regards to, okay, I don't have the answer. Somebody else help me with the answer, you know? And it was just, with my mental health, it was something that I didn't want to wait to figure out. I wanted to get the healing going because I'd already spent, you know, over 30 years. And yeah, if anything, she's like my antithesis of who I could have been. And now seeing her, I do tend to make the more healthy decision, because it just ask yourself, what would Amber do? You know, and then don't do that is where it's at. I wasn't in and out of homes like this. I grew up within a community pretty, you know, it's not small. There were many people in population where I grew up, but I had to cultivate my own safety. I had to cultivate these very mature feelings at a very young age, without any role models, without any guidance. And without the internet, essentially. This is before that time. And it's been a fun ride. Some days are definitely worse than others, but it has been a ride that I am happy to be on. I wish I started it earlier, but don't we all? Hindsight's 2020.
I never knew home. I was always with strangers, shelters, group homes. I never even knew that, actually, while living with my parents. I never knew safety. I never knew warmth. Those years are detrimental to a human. And the trauma of my childhood and my teenage years, it broke me. I was broke due to someone else's fault. Having to fix something I didn't break hurts. Wow, that kind of went somewhere else. It's hard for me to talk about my foster care experience because it is so painful and real. It's the realest thing that's ever happened to me, but it's touchable to you guys. And the best way for me to explain that is I know there's a lot of you.
I guess this is their Amberlynn, because I'm not connecting with her at all on whatever she's saying. I think it's I'm so happy that I haven't been here that long, because I am she's truly she's exhausting in a way that I've never experienced, so if anything, she's teaching us all a lot about ourselves, hopefully, if you're open to that. But she has, these are all just words to her.
Watching and care about me and love me, so this isn't directed towards you. There's a big portion of people who watch.
There's not going to be any action after this. There's going to be a claim of a light went on. Emily's there to visit, if that's true, or she's already there, and it's no action's going to come from this.
Who really strongly dislike me and twist everything.
And then she's going to regurgitate the same thing.
Et cetera, et cetera. I'm afraid for those people to touch my foster care experience, because it's something that has transformed my whole life.
I hope they do touch it, because you reach out and touch people. So I do hope they get into that. I mean, good luck. But once you put it out here, if they haven't already, good luck.
As a 34-year-old woman, I don't want the haters to touch that.
Yeah, because you fucked up.
To turn it into something that it's not. And I think that's why I always just in passing mention foster care. I've never, ever gone into detail of what my life was like, truly as a child, in foster care or out of foster care. I've never gone into detail. I've done
I don't think she's going to do it now either, because we still have 9
passing
minutes.
communications about it, but nothing true and deep, because I'm afraid. I am. Were you high filming the pizza and Doritos viral video? Yes, I had smoked a lot of Delta 8 before that clip. Is there anything that you're keeping from us? Of course, every single YouTuber is keeping something from you, I promise. What state did you grow up in? Because you remind me of girls I met in California, especially in the way that you talk. Well,
this is so ridiculous, guys. I'm really sorry that we even have, this is how you have to meet me. It's sad when we're apologizing for what we're watching. But here we go.
Hit the nail on the head, because I actually grew up in California. And since that's the time where you're growing and you're learning everything, I still have so much California in me. I left California when I was 18. And it's since then I've lived in so many different places, and I have learned and experienced different things and different accents and this and that, because I'm very much the type of person. I sometimes mimic accents. And I know a lot of people can do that. It is very much a thing that people do even without even realizing it. But one accent has always stuck with me, and that's obviously where I was raised, California, because that's truly what's in my heart, and I miss there so much. California is everything to me.
Listen, and it's not lost upon me that her mouth isn't matching the sound. It's not lost upon me, guys. But if you're here, you've probably seen a couple other people's reactions already. And even by the time we read, when they post, when Oh Lordy It's Jordy will go live and we watch it with him, even those times I'm kind of oh, I wish we could just fast forward, because she's exhausting. She's a really bad person.
Reflect your relationship at all. It did in the beginning, and we almost indefinitely broke up. It was almost over for real. It was scary. It was sad. It was vicious. I felt horrific. Genuinely for her.
What is she talking about?
Everything to me. Does the hate online towards Tommy reflect your relationship at all? It did in the beginning, and we almost
So does the hate towards Emily reflect in your relationship at all? God, she is such a horrible questioner, interviewer. She's just horrible at everything. Okay, so she did blame Jordy for Rarity getting out too. So yeah, no, it doesn't surprise me that she says that that's by fault of the people online.
Definitely broke up. It was almost over for real. It was scary. It was sad. It was vicious. I felt horrific. Genuinely for her and for myself. She had never ever experienced something like that, and her mental health was so bad. It genuinely worried me. But we chose love.
Yeah, you know why? You know why it went crazy, guys? There's definitely been a whole bunch. Go check out Mr. Snowflake's channel. He's got a second channel also called Under the Hood that has a lot of Amberlynn Reid content. I'm pretty sure he's done a little bit of background work, or at least, let everybody know the facts about Emily. Oh Lordy It's Jordy also has had people that know of Emily in a personal sense, went to school with her. It's gross. It's looking in on it, it seems that she's a manipulative person. We also heard that she probably comes from money, so she hasn't really had any repercussions for some of her horrible actions. People in high school had been bullied by her in a way of being posted online, however she was going to post them in a negative light. So yeah, she's a bad. She's a bad. She's a big bad, as Buffy would say.
What are you currently looking forward to? Tommy's actually coming to visit me, and I'm so freaking excited. You have no idea. Are you going to get your pet's microchips? I never in a million years thought something would happen to my babies like that. I genuinely didn't. It feels like a freak accident. But I suck. Accidents happen, and I should have had the microchip sooner. But yes, I am. What kind of nutritionist are you seeing? RDN?
I don't think that what happened to Rarity is necessarily an accident, given that she was put in that situation. Much like how she just discussed how she was put in her situations as a child. So what really happened to Rarity is the question.
Which stands for a registered dietitian nutritionist. Why won't you confirm or deny anything Alexis said about you and Feline? Because I told Feline that I was not going to talk about her. Yes, I'll say things in passing like this, but I'm not going to sit here, talk about our relationship, talk about her as a person. I'm not going to say anything, even if that makes me look horrifically bad. Why do you think people glorify and accept reality TV stars or other YouTubers for doing the same exact things that you do, but they get this much hate and judgment for the exact same things? I feel like I've talked about this in every language known to mankind. It's because it's fun to hate the fat girl. Not only that, but it's fun to hate Amberlynn. It's fun to call her a liar. It's fun to create rumors around her. It's fun to nitpick. There has been a whole community of people.
I have mentioned that I am on the heavier side of the spectrum. I'm about a US like 16 to 8. Well, I'm a US 16 technically right now. My highest I probably was in the 20s. Again, that was more because I was large chested. And the lowest I've gone down to is about a 12 as an adult. I am currently working on this now because I'd like to go into my 40s as, you know, the person that I wish I had. And then hopefully through that healing, you know, I can bring some more light to the world. Either way, I feel like Amberlynn's lying. The moral of the story, Amberlynn's lying.
That have created this safe environment for them. Safe for them, not for me. But there's a whole community that feels safe for them because they're leading their own worlds where they're stressed out or they're depressed or they're going through this or that and they're attacking the fat chick. Everyone else in the world can be normal humans and make all the mistakes, and that's okay. Yes, there will be judgment, but like me, I will make the same mistakes and people will attack me for a day.
Look, this is the most I've ever heard her take accountability.
About something I did a decade ago. It's never going to change. I have to literally embrace it and accept it. What is something that
maybe not? Well, no, I thought she was going to take that opportunity, but nope, she let it pass again. What a weird lady.
think isn't fair that the haters of reaction channels have done. So kind of like what I was talking about just now, they've created a whole community that thrives on talking badly about me.
Because we have to, she has to make sure you understand that she's the victim and that everyone else is the problem. And it's because she's fat. She is the only fat person in the world, and we all are just pieces of shit. So let's get to it.
More than the typical, like, oh, every YouTuber gets hate. It's way more than that. Have you had any BP episodes in your current relationship with Tony? I have. Yes. Do you bring food into the bedroom sexually? I don't. I think one time, like in a past relationship, I might have like licked cream off of somebody. Are you having any negative thoughts towards starting semaglutide again? I am, because I don't like medicine. You guys know that. Like, I'm scared to take a sip of ibuprofen sometimes. Like, my negative thoughts are very, what if something bad happens to my pancreas? Or what if I do get thyroid cancer? Or what if I get really, really bad side effects? What if it...
How can somebody not look down at the rest of their body and think that a pill would be detrimental? And not for nothing, I find it hard to believe if she doesn't have any issues with her legs in terms of like sores, also in her body. Because I mean, at least what we've learned from, my 600-pound life, that seems to go with it. And she doesn't have help. It's got to be so uncomfortable.
Me. Like, I really think the worst. I really do think that semaglutide is a great tool for me. So I shut down those negative thoughts, and that's the very reason why. But there's now the third time I've done it, and it's like each time makes sense of why I stopped it. I never stopped it because I didn't enjoy it. Like, I genuinely loved being on semaglutide.
She's acting strange to me, guys. If you agree, let me know.
It's like the food noise was gone. I didn't really feel that hungry. Like, that feeling is so nice. Like, I genuinely love it. I'm not gonna lie. And it's because like every day of my life since I was just a little girl, I've always turned to food. Like, that's just what I did. I always think about it, whether it's because I'm happy, so let's celebrate me, or I'm depressed, so let's eat because I'm sad. Like, it's annoying. So it's nice not to feel that way because it's like it's a new feeling. What was your first kiss like with Tommy, and who kissed you first? So the first time I ever met Tommy in person, she rented a Jeep, which is my favorite car. So she surprised me, and I was waiting outside of my apartment for her. She rolled up in the Jeep. She got out of the Jeep, and there's tons of cars and people. Like, I live in a very populated place, so I was expecting, for us to just hug. But oh boy, did I want to kiss. But I'm that really pop. I don't really make the first move. I'm kind of like a shy little thing, and I really want my partner to make the first move. So I was not expecting that. She hugged me and then just like instantly kissed me, and it was like fireworks. It was magic. It was fire and hot, and like I loved it. It was perfect.
I bet it was fucking hot. It was probably hot and fucking musty, bro. I do not like any of her stories that are supposed to make you feel warm and good inside. They make me feel sick and icky everywhere. Like, ugh, it's like tasting a bad piece of fruit or something. Like, this is just like, yeah.
Did you have sex with Tommy the first date?
Oh my god, nobody is asking this.
Do you truly believe Zachary Michael needs you to maintain the amount of money on YouTube? I love the way that this question is worded because I don't think Zach needs me in the sense that
well then let's hear how she
believe Zachary Michael needs you to maintain.
Let's hear it.
Person? Yes, I did. Yes, I did. Do you want to marry Tommy? Oh, I'm marrying Tommy. Do you truly believe Zachary Michael needs you to maintain the amount of money he currently is making on YouTube?
Okay, so does Zachary Michael need you to maintain where he currently is? That is just such a pretentious, ugly question from somebody like her. She is such a disgusting freaking cow, dude. She really thinks that she is that girl. I think she thinks she's, and like I mentioned in the past, I don't know Trisha Paytas like that. I know she exists. But to me, she's, just another, now listen, I'm half white, okay? I'm a mixed race person. And honestly, she looks like any other white woman to me. So just another loud white woman who, isn't necessarily saying anything. But I'm pretty sure this is Amberlynn's, God. And it's as if like she often compares herself to her is what I'm also hearing. So it's whatever Amber is or has or whatever, like it's reverse dysmorphia. Like it's like this, I don't even want to say it's overconfidence, but maybe that's it, is what it is. It's just an overconfidence of what she brings. And listen, I'm about fake it till you make it, you know, especially with the way life is, you know, if you fake it till you make it, that's fine. But don't be a fucking dick. And she's definitely a dick. So, oof.
Love the way that this question is worded, because I don't think Zach needs me in the sense of like to keep his YouTube channel or to keep some views afloat, nothing like that. Like he doesn't need me in that sense. Like he can post anything and get some views. I do stand by that. But with the amount of money that he's currently making, he needs me. He needs my videos, yes, without a doubt, 100%. I do believe that. Like it's just a really weird coincidence to me that like when I take.
Is she just recognizing what reaction channels are and like the symbiosis of it all? Like she's such a fucking idiot. Which is why I decided to create a YouTube channel. If you've made it this far, welcome to Curly Views for Yous. I'm Curly. I started a YouTube channel to see if my content can be better than 10-year content creator extraordinaire, Amberlynn Reid. So welcome. Please hit the like. Please hit subscribe. Join. She's fucking delusional, though. She's like, if only we could bottle that and, you know, hand it to some people. Oh.
Weeks off. And I've done it a few times recently. Let's hope that doesn't happen anytime soon. But it's just really weird to me that when I take weeks off, all of a sudden, Zachary Michael is going through mental health problems and he can't post and he doesn't know what to post and he doesn't feel motivated. Oh, but the minute Amberlynn reposts, there's the reaction. It's just, it doesn't make sense. Actually, yes, it does. He needs me. Do you strike reaction channels?
Dude, she's such a fucking idiot. And look at this smug fucking face. What a fucking... I'm trying, guys.
Years ago. And I'm telling you, do not let any reaction channel lie to you, because I stopped watching a certain reaction channel. I'm not even going to say their name because they don't even deserve for me to say it. But there's a certain reaction channel out there that's making their audience believe that I'm striking their channel. And I'm going to tell you guys something. I'm going to give a little tea. When your channel is striked, you know exactly who did it because it tells you who did it. So I think people need to start looking around a little bit and stop calling Amberlynn Reid a liar and look at their favorite reaction channels. They will do anything to make you dislike me because it validates their content and it keeps you coming back. Wow, you guys, I don't know how I did it, but I answered 100 questions.
I don't believe her.
You guys enjoyed it. I personally am exhausted. Now I have so much to edit. It's going to be fun. It's going to be great. I don't mind editing. Anyways, I love you guys and I will see you soon. Bye.
And of course, she doesn't mind editing because she's Editlyn. Anywho, that was it, guys. Another underwhelming, bad taste in our mouths, but from Amberlynn Reid. Like, she's the worst, guys. She's really bad. To her last point, but drop names, girl. Drop names. You know what I mean? Like, why is she trying to protect people when nobody has ever, you know, she doesn't protect herself? So I wonder why she's holding on to that, but she holds on to everything, obviously. Okay, I'm going to try to get this out because I saw the ankle put his out and I didn't even know Amberlynn had a new video. I must have kept the notification off, I should say. But yeah, don't do that with me. Subscribe, like the video, help a new YouTube channel. All right, everybody, thanks for stopping by. Later.